Oh, Jason, the first time I saw him, he was absolutely beautiful, all 7 pounds 6 of him. Peaches and cream complexion. And, oh, brought a tear to my eye, and especially his dad's.
Jason's always been very well behaved, reliable, good in school, never got into any trouble when he was a teenager that I know of. And that's about it really, I suppose.
I think he's a lovely boy.
Really, he's a really good, cool guy, or he is a smashing dad.
Nice guy. Very pleasant. Very respectful.
Always very good, well behaved.
Lovely boy.
Yeah, he's a competent driver.
Took school very seriously. Enjoyed going to school. Never ever had a problem. He loved school.
Jason would love to be Stig for a day, just so he can go and crash cars and things and drive really fast.
The Stig? I don't even know what the Stig is.
Oh, he'd have to be a Jedi, I should imagine. Yeah, he'd have to be Luke Skywalker. He wouldn't be a Sith, that's for sure. He wouldn't be Darth Vader. He'd be one of the good guys.
When he was younger, I would have said like Spider-Man or something.
Oh, racing driver.
I think he likes to think himself as some sort of famous rally driver.
Formula 1 car tester.
Maybe someone like Sebastian Loeb or someone.
I think he'd have to be a fighter pilot.
On the weekends, that's all he wants to do, really. No matter what he says, is play with his car.
Jason Richards' world of quality second-hand cars.
I'd say Jason's favourite thing in the whole world, if it wasn't for like Justine and Ethan, without a doubt it would be his car. Well, one of his cars. His car at the time.
Yeah, his obsession with cars and things like that. I know he's had a couple of scrapes with the law in the car, but he always sort of charms his way out of it.
Yeah, one time down Cowbridge High Street, I think when he had his Honda 125 when he first had it, he did a wheelie with me on the back and he couldn't get the front wheel back.
106 rally, and he took me for a rally around the lanes in Ogmore, but we came to a ford in the road, a river going across the road. Anyway, Jason decides to go through it, and as we go through it, water starts pouring through the air vents.
One time I remember he was actually in his Porsche, and we were coming down the A48, coming to the top of Crack Hill, and I thought he was going to go straight down the A48 because he was going far too quick to turn right to go into the village. And no, he decided to brake last minute and do a handbrake turn, overstepped it slightly. We were facing the wrong way on the A48 and slid sideways down the road.
One morning he came to pick me up, the Mini was upside down in the side of the hedge. Oh my God. That was before we even got to work.
We went swimming in Pencoed. Jason thought he'd be a hero rally driver on the way home, and he drove his car straight through the hedge.
Jason's relationship with cars is probably a love-hate relationship. He loves them, but I don't think the cars are that keen on him personally, because he just seems to screw them around. He thinks he's in a go-kart.
When he spun the Mini round like a top at Llantwit Major, that was a brown pants moment, that was.
Jason Richards, we're looking for him.
Right, we're at the comedy club down the bay for my birthday, and we were leaving, and Jason, larking around as he always does, you know, tries to be the stunt man of the group, but tends to fall off the side of the staircase, which was literally just a big drop. And as he was balancing, Jonathan said, "Don't really mess around now," and pretends to push him. I went to grab him back.
He decides, oh yeah, I know, it'll be a good idea if I jump over the banister.
He didn't jump.
He jumped from the top banister and he forgot that it was about a 20-foot drop.
But he lost grip, and Jason just fell backwards down, and I just saw him drop, and he seemed to be falling for ages before he hit the floor.
But Jason being the hero, he just got up and...
He got up, woohoo! Do it again! I don't know.
I remember a funny event that happened once in the Bear in Cowbridge.
This must have been 1997, maybe 96. We're all in the Bear, and it's some I don't know, Christmas do or something like that. And it's about the time when the Full Monty was out. So the DJ, I think, played "You Can Leave Your Hat On," and we're all sat at a table just having a few drinks, and we turn round and there's Jason up in the middle of the dance floor, dancing till you can leave your hat on. Bit by bit, clothes are coming off, and then he's down to his boxers. Perfect timing with the song. I don't know if he'd rehearsed it or not on his own, but anyway, off come the boxers, and he didn't have a hat, so instead of using the hat, he used his boxers to sort of hide himself, and was giving it all this. And then when the song finished, he used the elastic to sort of ping his boxers across the thing, and there he is, stark naked, in front of a bunch of 17-year-old girls. That was pretty embarrassing for all of us.
When we were younger, we used to go to things called barn dances, which are basically like young farmers used to throw a party in a barn, and all underage people would have just bring their own alcohol, get drunk, and that was it. But a lot of the time we were in areas that weren't that far away from us, so sometimes we'd walk home from them. I remember one particular evening, it was me, Jason and Andrew Wallace walking home from the barn dance from City, so it was quite far, it was far enough to walk home, and Jason decided, because the moon was out, he felt that he needed a moon. But he didn't just moon, he got completely starkers and decided to start running naked through the lanes in the shimmering moon.
But he was an it boy. He's settled down now, obviously. He's given all that up. But his record's clean, I've checked that.
Jason is an alien.
I've got him on video recorder. I've got a tape of it telling his whole story about when he saw the UFO in Tress.
Horsefair Road, from the estate, on the way home from work. There was a Land Rover Discovery pack in the Horsefair Road, right? As I got closer, I realised then it was Mark Mordecai's, or Judy Mordecai's, whatever you want to look at it. Right? So I put him on the side, and Mark and James were in front of the car. There was two other people I didn't recognise straight away, right? So I just pulled up, I said, hey Mark, throw the window down opposite. I said, what's going on? And he goes, oh, look at this, something really weird over there. Like that. I walked out, and I said, where is it, where is it? I looked over, and I said, I couldn't see it. He said, over there, by the church. And I could see it then, it was like a brownie, a dark brownie sort of colour. It was like a ring, but it was like, I thought it was, first thought it was like a
ring.
Like a circle of birds. But James had a pair of binoculars, well, you give me the binoculars. So I looked through there. I looked through there then. You could see clear, it had a crisp edge to it. It wasn't like a bird, like a flock of birds swimming around. It wasn't smoke. It was two. It looked, first it seemed like a smoke ring. If you had a smoke ring right here now, and you blew a smoke ring in front of me, and it's still air like this. It's quite sharp in the edges and it fades. It was like a smoke ring when it was small, but obviously it was huge. It was about, I don't know, 30, 40 foot across. And it was in the end, it was dark against the blue sky. It was like really weird. And there's it. No, you can see, honestly, you can see through it. Yeah, what I seen was genuine. Whatever it was a genuine whatever.
Since meeting Justine, it's like he's at the jackpot, really, isn't it? Something the other night where we all went to the Hunter's Lodge for a couple of beers. Jason said he was going to be marrying the best-looking girl at the wedding. We were talking about what good-looking girls are going to be at the wedding then, basically, and Jason said that he's marrying the best-looking one.